A month into the U.S.'s war with Iran, the Secretary of War says the Iranian regime, while very much degraded, still has the ability to retaliate. At a briefing this morning, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff revealing that B-52 bombers, the largest plane in the U.S. arsenal, are also now conducting missions over Iran.
The joint force continues to destroy Iran's ballistic missile and UAS capabilities. We remain focused on interdicting and destroying the logistical and supply chains that feed these programs. And this remains a truly joint effort prosecuted around the clock from air, land, sea, space, and cyberspace.
This all comes as the Wall Street Journal reports President Trump is telling aides he is willing to end the war, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. At the same time, he remains noncommittal on putting American boots on the ground inside of Iran. Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt is live for us there at the White House. So, Hannah, what else came out of this morning's Pentagon briefing?
Well, Nichole, the Pentagon really started by giving a top line of the operational stats in this war while remaining intentionally vague about just what comes next. You mentioned boots on the ground. That's a major question at this point. But Secretary Hegseth says last night alone, U.S. forces conducted 200 dynamic strikes. He pointed specifically to a video President Trump shared yesterday of a massive U.S. strike on an ammunition depot in Isfahan. And he touted all that as sort of proof that the U.S. is making progress on its objectives in Iran. Though he also said Iran would be wise to strike a deal with the U.S. We know negotiations are ongoing, and Hegseth warned if they don't make a deal, U.S. attacks will continue with even more intensity. This, of course, comes amid the reports that Pentagon is preparing for potential weeks of ground operations, and Hegseth says that is an option on the table. Take a listen.
Our adversary right now thinks there are 15 different ways we could come at them with boots on the ground. And guess what? There are. So if we needed to, we could execute those options on behalf of the President of the United States and this department. Or maybe we don't have to use them at all. Maybe negotiations work, or maybe there's a different approach. But the point is to be unpredictable in that.
The secretary also sharing he visited troops in person fighting in Operation Epic Fury, saying that trip happened over the weekend, but declining to share exact location and base names of that trip for security reasons. He did tell reporters, though, about the conversations that he had with service members while there. He said they expressed an urgency to achieve the success of this mission, and even saying one airman asked for bigger bombs. Now, the timeline for this war also remains an open-ended question. Hegseth declining today to put a specific deadline on this operation after yesterday, remember, the White House told me their 4 to 6 week expected timeline still stands. Nichole?
All right, so that still stands. But, Hannah, at the same time, France, Italy, Spain, they are all denying access to their airspace, to their air bases for any aircraft involved in this war. So how is the administration reacting?
This is causing real tension between the U.S. and its allies. This morning, President Trump unleashed some of his frustration at those countries who've been unwilling to fight alongside the U.S. in this conflict. The president specifically urging countries like the U.K. to do more to open the Strait of Hormuz. He said in his post, "You'll have to start learning how to fight for yourself. The USA won't be there to help you anymore, just like you weren't there for us." Also saying, go get your own oil. And in a second post, he zeroed in on France for not letting military supply planes fly over their country, calling them very unhelpful and warning the USA will remember. Secretary Hegseth echoed the president's words today.
And the president's pointing out you don't have much of an alliance if you have countries that are not willing to stand with you when you need them. And he's simply pointing that out.
At the same time, President Trump did just announce today the British King and Queen are coming to the U.S. for a special state visit he says will take place from April 27th to the 30th. So a really interesting diplomatic split screen kind of going on here, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.